Welcome back to Beneath the Long Man's Feet. Here in the Northern Hemisphere we approach the Winter Solstice, so I have a short piece for you to mark the term. It's a conversation between two brothers, a colloquy if you prefer. It's called The Two Brothers and it goes like this. I see you, Brother Oak, skulking in my shadows, waiting to challenge me at this, the time of my greatest strength. You would fight me for this crown? Why, Brother Holly, I skulk nowhere. I merely wait until the time is right to step into my light. Why all this talk of fighting, brother? Fighting is the preserve of mankind, and they do that well enough without us getting involved. No, brother, I am prepared to wait for my time. For as you know, light will follow the dark, as the dark will then follow the light. But brother, you do look tired. Is it not time now for you to go to your rest in a noon? I thank you for your concern, my brother, and you are right. I am tired, for I have accomplished much. And of course, we are two sides of the same whole, and there is no need for us to fight. So come, brother, stand beside me, and when the new dawn sun comes, bringing an end to this, the longest of nights, I will gladly hand you this crown. Thank you, my brother. It is always an honour to stand with you at the turn. But remind me, brother, before you go to your rest in the noon, what it is that you have accomplished in your time here? Gladly will I answer, brother. Much has changed since we last met at the noon of the solstice. I was young then and my powers were weak, and the heat and the light remained. But as I grew, so too the light began its gentle descent into the darkness. But under the heat of my gaze, the seeds that had been planted before my arrival came to harvest. The crops and the grain grew. The berries flourished on the bushes, and the sacred apple tree gave forth its fruit. The harvest was good and vital, and the earth was alive and well. And then, when the light was overtaken by the darkness at Samhain, I waved to Herne as he took the wild hunt, reaping the departed souls from this world and taking them to the next, and I let the earth rest. I let the plants go back into the womb of the goddess, waiting for their chance to be reborn again. I let the trees shake off their coats of leaves and slumber in their winter silhouettes, leaving a few, such as the hollies and the ivies and the yews, with their green shrouds as a beacon for your return. And then I did cover the earth in a blanket of night, and gently did I sing her to sleep, so that she may rest and recuperate for the change that was to come. And in that stillness, and in that darkness, and in that calm, I waited, brother, for your return. And now, here you are. So remind me, brother, before I hand you this crown, what it is that you will do in my place. Gladly will I answer you, my brother. I am young, my powers are not at their peak, and I will still wave to the Cailleach as she walks the earth, turning the ground to ice and snow. But as I grow, so too will the heat and the light grow with me. And just as you sang the earth to sleep, I will peel back the blanket of night, and gently will I wake her, until the time at Beltane, when the light has overtaken the dark, and I will spread my arms in greeting and welcome the Lord and the Lady once more, and they will be handfasted, and all life will return. John Barleycorn will begin his return. Buds will form on the bushes. The apple will be full of blossom, and the trees will put back on their coats of leaves and once again dance with the evergreens. And in that nearfray, that rising life force, I will bask in the heat and the warmth and the life that's all around me, and I shall wait at the noon of the solstice for your return and the change that I know must be coming. Why, I thank you, brother, for your answer. That seems as it should be, as it has always been, and indeed as it will always be. Gladly then, my brother, do I hand you this crown and bid you hail and welcome. Thank you, my brother. Gladly do I accept the crown. And until we meet again at the noon of the next solstice, I bid you hail and farewell. And so two brothers have met, the seasons have changed, light has followed darkness, and all is well. Now I know there are those who say that the Oak King and the Holly King are modern ideas, and that may be the case. But what isn't up for dispute is that light has followed darkness since the world began, and darkness has then followed the light, and the seasons have changed at the solstice since the beginning of the world and will continue to do so. So who's to say they can't be heralded by two brothers? Let me know what you thought of that piece, Beneath the Long Man's Feet, YouTube or Facebook. But for now, if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, I bid you a blessed winter solstice. And if you are lucky enough to be basking in the sun of the Southern Hemisphere, I bid you a blessed summer solstice. But wherever you are, my friends, until we can meet again, I bid you all hail and farewell.